bullshit news.
It was a moment in time, though, because can I say uncocked?
No bullshit news.
Hot dog. That no shame in my game.
No bullshit news.
Bring it, motherfucker. And I'll break it off the wall.
No bullshit news.
Gotta love that.
The middle class is dying.
Probably would.
That's why Trump got elected.
No bullshit news.
Welcome to No Bullshit News Hour, brought to you by Dr. Yaldo. You hate your reading glasses. You hate your bifocals. Contacts are a daily pain in the ass. Aren't there enough people sticking their fingers in your eyes? You don't have to be one of them. Dr. Yaldo has helped over 50,000 metro area people get 20/20 or better vision with what's called CATS Custom LASIK, the most advanced in the world. And the amazing multifocal lens implants for people 50 plus will give you great near and far vision for life, and you'll never get cataracts. Everyone should get an eye exam, and regular insurance covers it. Anyone tired of the ancient technologies can get a free evaluation and see if LASIK or multifocal lens implants are right for you. Call the number and say LeDuff sent you, and you'll get the no bullshit discount. 1-800-398-EYES, 800-398-EYES, or go to yaldoeyecenter.com. It's also brought to you by our good friend Luke Nowacki. Some of us might not be prepared as we need to be for our future financial obligations. Whether it be pension planning, life insurance, college savings plans, or tax-deferred investments, Luke Nowacki can help answer all your questions and help you plan your future. To all our first responders, let's make sure your pension is going to be enough. You keep us secure every day. Let us help plan for your future. Call Luke, I recommend it highly, at 248-663-4748. Again, 248-663-4748 to set up an appointment today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. And that's the business, and we
well done.
Thank them for supporting us. Now, in studio today, we've got two great guests today. These are the titans of Detroit media.
You pointing at me?
Well, I was wondering where Huel was.
That's not me either. That's the other guy.
Huel. It's Huel Perkins, a longtime anchorman, reporter. Really, man, the dean of
newsman,
the dean of Detroit journalism. My big brother, and Drew Lane, my other big brother. You know,
that's the man. Yeah, that's the man.
I think you're the man.
Oh, no, you're the man. I'm the man sitting next to the man.
I'm the man sitting next to the man sitting next to the goddamn man.
That's right.
So, Huel, look, why aren't you here? Because you know what I did for you, man? What's that you drink? Do you drink vanilla vodka, right, with cranberry?
I do.
I got one right here. This is the worst drink.
I usually have the straight up on the ice, but if you have flavored vodka, you have it on the rocks. If you have unflavored vodka, you take it with cranberry. You don't put vanilla with cranberry. That is a mistake. Obviously, you don't know what you're doing.
So that's where we made our mistake.
Oh, wait. Let's do that again because this is no bullshit news.
Okay.
Flavored vodka. You do
not drink flavored vodka with anything else.
Because it's flavored.
Thank you. The flavor is there. So you put flavored vodka on the rock.
Okay. And then when do you mix it with cranberry? Unflavored?
Straight vodka. Exactly.
Well, Huel, your anchor credibility comes through even when you're giving drinking advice.
Well, I know it well. But look what shocked me. Let me tell you this, what shocked me. Listening to you, Charlie LeDuff, do a commercial. I have never heard you do a commercial before.
What do you think of that?
In all the years I've known you.
No one's ever asked.
It's amazing. It's wonderful. But you do it well.
Well, you know what I always said?
Pays the bills.
You know what I always said? When you do journalism, what you're really doing, just be naked and true about the business, and I want to get your thoughts on the business. But what you're really doing is delivering an audience to advertisers.
Absolutely.
So I never sneer or frown. Look, you guys paying me to do my thing. I'm happy to do it, you know?
There you go. There you go.
Well, I tell you, the advertisers in the podcast world, the listeners are so loyal to those advertisers because they know they're there for that guy. You have to go to a little trouble to listen to a podcast. And if those advertisers don't get any results, then that guy, you, me,
And that podcast goes away.
it goes away. So, and by the way, the personal reads, people will stay with them because they're part of the show. It's still your voice.
So speaking of which, Huel, have you had your eyes examined lately?
I need to.
Dr.
But
Yaldo.
Well, another one of my friends, Eli Zaret, is also a Yaldo patient.
Yes. Very happy.
Right now,
And
I'm
he's got
just
great
using
vision.
contacts and glasses. I'm not going to have the eyes done with any sort of LASIK surgery.
Well, let me just say this just for fun of it, but I went in there, and it's a real cool place. It's not a high-pressure get surgery on your eyes. He's an ophthalmologist. He's a good doctor, and they basically checked my eyes, opened up a file, and, he's my eye doctor now.
Sure.
So go in there.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
listen.
time out.
Huel, do you listen to No Bullshit News Hour?
Actually, no. This is the first time I've heard it. I went on the podcast, Apple Podcast thing, and apparently I did not have the right program requirement. So the only thing I can get is past episodes of your podcast.
What you do is this: you download.
Well, past episode, that would be last week. That would be the current episode.
He might be getting he might be getting just the website. You know what I mean?
Oh,
just download the Apple app, the iPod app, Huel. That's how you do it. Okay. Download the app. Just put my name in. Hit subscribe. Give me a 5-star rating for whatever reason that is.
You got it.
hand your phone to a 10-year-old, and it'll be all be taken care of.
Because it's a bit, Huel. Because trying to be independent, we need all that. See, because you might not have heard No Bullshit News, but you're reporting the stories that we're breaking here. Look,
you've always been in front of everyone. You've always been leading the pack, Charlie.
That's what I'm looking for.
And I've told you many times that when we lost you, we lost the soul of local news.
You didn't lose me.
That's just the truth.
You didn't lose me.
We lost you from this platform. We did. And
you miss me?
Yes, every day, no question about it.
Well, we're gonna have to fix that.
If I was running things, it'd be like different. But I'm not. I'm just a cog in the wheel.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I
mean, but wait, Huel, you're a big cog in the wheel.
He's the cog.
You must have something to say about things.
No such
He's
thing.
He's a great big cog.
People used to tell me that about me.
Well, you know what? Things have changed, Drew. And yes, I can speak out, but that doesn't mean anybody's going to listen.
Yeah.
And there are fewer and fewer people who will listen because more and more we see decisions, big and small, being made outside of this station, outside of this state.
You mean about the news that we report within the state?
About everything, about the business. I mean, just days ago, my parent company sold more than half of itself to Disney. Now, all of the film and TV studios are now owned by Mickey Mouse. So,
but you get a little bump for that?
You know what? My boss was very generous. He gave every employee who remained with Fox broadcast and cable and sports a gift. I don't think I can divulge what it is, but he gave us all a little something. Yes, he did.
Well, just tell me, Huel. I mean, listen, you tell me.
He made roughly $81 billion, and he did reward some of us for our loyalty. And look, I've never seen that before. That's amazing. So
although Huel, they didn't tell us when we were getting it.
No, they didn't. Bob, that may be good. Did you see the stock market today? It dropped 400 points.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell, Huel, because I was telling these guys when I was working at the New York Times, they gave me a sort of preferred stock deferred bonus. Instead of a raise, I got stocks that I could exercise.
For winning the Pulitzer.
Just for doing a good job.
Okay.
So I got he
was getting to that
1,000 stocks, right? And the stock was at $100 a share, and I could cash it in 5 years. By the time 5 years passed, it was like $12 a share. So do the math.
Why is that funny?
Thanks for that hard work.
I got that $2,000 a year. Like, thanks, boss. I'm crossing the desert with a bunch of Mexicans. Like scorpions are out there. Oh, when you walk through the desert, migrants, when they walk through the desert, they do it right. They wear 2 pairs of jeans, because when you're walking in the dark, the cactus, those needles out there, are so thick that they will skewer your scrotum.
Oh.
So you wear 2 pairs. It's a rugged thing. So
Wow.
that's one of the reasons I got the worthless stock from the New York Times.
Did you wear 2 pairs of jeans?
I should have kept the fucking stock because Trump got elected, and now the stock went back up because people are reading it again.
Hey, Huel, can I go back to when we were talking about what influence you can or cannot have? I know when 3 people were let go a couple years ago, Jason and Lee Allen and Murray Feldman, that you were upset about it and you spoke out.
I did.
And did your word? Were you called on the carpet for that, or was that just kind of
tell the truth?
To the moon.
I was there. Tell the truth a little bit. Without you're not here to dog anybody.
Look. There were discussions, and no, not everybody in the station liked it, but I didn't care.
I know that's what I love about you.
I said, but let me tell you this too. That meeting started off in a contentious way, but by the end, we were all on the same page.
You know why, Huel?
And that happened because people could see the logic and the heart of what I was trying to say.
Yes.
And that changed everything.
You were being a leader, man.
I have no animosity toward anybody about that. And again, that was a decision I did not understand. I simply said, "What the hell is going on?"
And you were right, Huel. You were right.
And that's all. And I think that again, after that meeting, there was a big change in attitude on the part of some of the decision makers, and I'm happy for that. I'm glad for that. And so, yes, it does work sometimes, but not all the time, because sometimes there are decisions outside of the control of even the people I work with. That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I call you the dean and I call you a big brother, because, you understand people and humanity. In sort of local television, you become not only a celebrity, because you're the closest thing that we have, you become a conscience, kind of. And when somebody like Murray, that was there for God knows how long, since Roosevelt. Yeah, Roosevelt or something. Wow. And Jason Carr is very loved. People want to know what happened because they're in their kitchens, in their bedrooms. Yes. And I thought I remember talking to you about it. I thought you had to do it. You had to.
Yes, exactly.
I'm glad it didn't blow back on you.
Huel, what year did you get to Detroit?
I came December 1st, 1989,
to
do the noon news and the 4 p.m. news with Sherry Margolis.
Did people tell you that you had to be from Detroit to get over here?
Nope.
They didn't? Okay.
Nope.
Where'd you come from? I don't even know
that. Not at all. I started my career in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I had a wonderful mentor, an attorney by the name of Cyril Vetter, who practiced labor law briefly, did well, but who made his money by writing a hit song called Double Shot of My Baby's Love.
Oh.
Wake up this morning, my head in the clouds. Da, da, da. What I need, double shot of my baby's love, which was a hit on both the pop charts and then later on the country charts.
Double Shot of My Baby's Love.
Double Shot of My Baby's. Cyril Vetter, look it up.
I think they call that
Cyril
beach
was a
music.
Wonderful, wonderful man.
The Swingin' Medallions had the hit, I believe.
There you go. Cyril Vetter was the leader of the Swingin' Medallions.
Okay.
Out of Baton Rouge.
There you go. Absolutely.
So was he a TV guy or what?
No, he was just a rich guy.
I was going to say, how was this songwriter such an influence?
Well, this songwriter who made his money in music and became an attorney didn't really like being an attorney.
Who does?
His cousin I can't think of his name. I'll just call him Bubba, because that's what we call people down in Louisiana sometimes. But his cousin Bubba owned a TV station, UHF TV station, Channel 33 in Baton Rouge. But his cousin didn't know how to run it. And soon his approaching bankruptcy. So Cyril comes in and says, well, look, I'll buy the station for pennies on the dollar, and I'll assume your debt. Bubba say, here, take it. And Cyril took it upon himself to go out and find talent. Here, there, and everywhere.
Is this the song?
I hear the song.
Yeah.
Peaked at number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100.
There you go.
It was banned on many radios. Sing it, Huel.
It sounds like, yeah, sing it, Huel.
Well, no.
Come on, hold on. Compose yourself.
Well, it's fine. It's so long. You know it's so right.
The song was banned on some radio stations because of the lines referring to drinking and sex, including worst hangover I ever had, and she loved me so hard.
That's right.
Love me so
Oh,
hard.
wait, whoa. Hey, put the music back on. You're not getting off. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Baby love.
This sounds like the Captain
Question mark on the Mysterians.
Mysterians.
96 Tears. Same year, 66. Question marks from Saginaw, I believe.
Is that right?
Rudy Martinez. Yeah, he's a Michigander.
What's the name of the band again?
This band, the Swingin' Medallions.
No, the other one.
Question mark on the Mysterians.
You ever heard of the question mark in the Mysterians, Huel?
No, I do not.
You're gonna cry to 96
Oh, yeah,
tears.
crying 96 tears. Yeah.
They're the same freaking song. So your mentor is a plagiarist.
No, not at all.
Okay,
That's like
so he
not
got
at
ripped
all.
off. He got ripped off.
You know what? He was, I think, writing in the vernacular of the time. That beat, that rhythm, and it worked. When Sting did his song, I'll Be Watching You, do you know there was another song very similar to that, came out about the same time?
What's the name of it?
I don't even remember, but it made the top 10 and made a hell of a lot of money. But let me tell you, Cyril Vetter I love. Let me tell you why I love it. Cyril Vetter hired me. And not only did he hire me, he said, you can go to law school during the day, and you can work for me at night. When you graduate, you can become the station attorney. I'll go to Florida, collect the checks, and we'll all be happy. What a wonderful man.
That's a great deal.
Great deal. So I went to law school during the day. Number one in my class, by the way, I'll have you know.
Ooh.
And so it was my senior year. Little did I know that back then, 85, 86, there were people who would travel the country videotaping people on the air. This was before the internet. And some consultant from Maggott and Associates out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, taped me, sent the tape to Cedar Rapids. A guy from St. Louis, Steve Antonetti, went to Maggott and Associates looking for a new anchor. He saw my tape, flew down to Baton Rouge, took me out to dinner, and said, I want you to come to St. Louis to anchor the news. I said, thank you, but no thank you. I'm in my senior year of law school. I'm going into the legal field, just like my grandfather. He said, young man, do you know how TV works? You work in the 95th market, one of the smallest in the country. I work in the 15th largest market. I can pay you more money. I said, sir, how much? And he wrote a number on a napkin, and my wife and I looked at each other, and we pretended not. Well, that's very nice, but Mr. Antonetti, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try it for a year, and then I'll probably go back to law. And he said, son, why don't you try it for a month? And if you don't work out, I'll fire you anyway.
Nice.
So keep your wife in Baton Rouge. Here's a check for a month's worth of work, enough for you to get an apartment. Let's see what happens.
Let me interrupt you, Huel.
Yeah, I was going to ask, too, what the monthly check was for.
Yeah. How much was that check?
He wrote me a check that night.
For what?
$10,000.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Back in 85.
Just to move That was just a move.
Did you
That was not my salary.
Did you respect this guy more when he went like this? Oh no, there's no year, motherfucker. I'll give you a month. Did you respect him when he came back and just punched you?
Because I had no idea either. I wasn't sure of this. But, you know, it was the figure he wrote on that napkin was more than Cyril would ever pay me. It paid all of my tuition for all of my law school. And it was worth a try.
Charlie, I think
And
we need to.
I thought it was right. Look, I thought it was right. He said, look, it doesn't work. I'll fire you. You go back. My wife stayed back in Baton Rouge to complete her MBA.
Another bonus. Another bonus.
Huel's saying the check was for moving, etc. What was the second check for? The check for working the month?
Yes. Exactly.
No, I don't like details going by. Wait a minute. There were two checks.
There were two checks. The first check came that night on the dining room table.
$10,000.
In a restaurant. $10,000.
And the other check?
Well,
come on.
Come
on.
33 years ago.
Yeah, come on.
Let's just say that
it was more than $10,000.
No, don't interrupt. Huel, how much was it for a month?
I didn't get the check that night. See,
no, of course not, because it was $1 billion.
Right? No, it was not. No, it was not. But it was well into the six figures.
Holy six figures!
Yeah.
For 1 month?
For the year.
No. 6
well,
figures.
Well into the 6 figures.
Damn.
Wow.
Man, that's the golden age.
It's not as much as Drew Lane made. No.
Drew Lane made a shitload of money.
Not even near that.
He made a shitload of money. There's a story.
Thank you.
There's a story. Ho. My show.
How'd you get dragged?
There's a story about
Thank you.
Drew.
What?
Drew dropped a check in the parking lot. Like he actually got, back in the day, he dropped a check.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more than like everybody at the station was making combined. Yep. They're still telling that story.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I was not making well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars in 1986. In 1986,
2006,
I made
when this check.
$35,000 in 1986 at an FM station in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Your fingers are twitching because you're nervous, Drew. What did you make in 2006 for a year?
2006?
Yeah, I want the listeners to know the golden age is over.
I'll say that it was 7 figures.
Keep going.
There you go.
Well, but that's Huel.
Just go ahead.
The hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Drew, it's over a decade
okay with 7
ago.
figures. Yeah,
that's more than $1 million.
7 figures is a lot of money.
Is it more than 1 million?
It was more than 1 million.
Yeah,
yes, it was. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
See, this is respect.
Now I think Huel owes
everybody knows
we need to get more out of Huel.
I've never made $1 million, so hey, no. I made close, but never made.
that damn Rich Fisher.
But you see that, and Rich Fisher, my dear, wonderful friend, whose birthday is coming up in April. I miss him so much.
How old's he going to be?
You know,
Is he 73?
He's dead.
Not
he's
here.
gone. He's gone.
Oh, that's right. He's gone.
dead.
Yeah.
He's gone, and that's why every year about this time.
Moment of silence for Rich Fisher, ladies.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I love that man. I really did.
I remember when
he's my mentor and my friend.
When I got here in 1991, and we were so unknown, and WRIF was not doing any ratings, and we had to do a charity event that Ken Calvert had agreed to do, and it was a 24-hour broadcast for childhood diabetes, and we asked all kinds of people to come on who didn't. We were new in town, and Rich Fisher was one of the biggest people that agreed to come on, and he wrote a check for $500 to the charity too, and it was really appreciated because we weren't squat at that moment. It was very kind of him to come on and be so generous. Not many others did.
We could jump all over
you. You soon grew into kings of the empire, so hey.
Yeah, and then we didn't want him on.
Well, you know that to be true, Huel, because Drew did, and
I know.
And after a quarter of a century, just rock and just owning it and redefining it, yep. he decides to walk, not because he's mad, but because there's other things to do, right? Mm-hmm. So, what about you? What's we just jumped from you just got to St. Louis to you're retiring, but what are you going to do? Is this your last year? Give me some news.
I don't want to say right now. There will be an announcement soon. But here's what.
Wait, whoa! I'm a reporter, and I'm a damn good one, and I'm your friend.
Yeah, Yes,
that means
but you know what?
yes.
Means I
I'm
gotta
not
get
going
an
to say
answer.
publicly what I've said to you privately.
No, you didn't say anything to me privately.
All I'm going to tell you is this. That's the death of Ron Savage had a tremendous impact on me. The death of Rich Fisher had a tremendous impact on me. And the one thing that I realize is I'm 64 now, approaching 65. I do not want to die at my desk, where I am right now. I want to die on the golf course, on a beach. I want to die watching the sunrise or sunset. I want to die with a smile on my face because I never know, we never know, when that moment will come. And this has been a wonderful life, a wonderful ride, but I don't want to take this journey forever. I want to make a detour at some point and do something else. Look what Drew did. Look what Drew did.
Well,
I mean, I don't think I'm going to do that, but but you know, it just comes to a point in time where you want to do something else, and that's rapidly approaching. That's rapidly approaching. No, it's not death. What it is life. What it is life.
oh boy, that'd be a
Dearly
big.
beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gather here today.
Oh, some Prince.
There
Wow.
you go.
Well,
Let's get crazy. Let's get loose.
Huel, I noticed that you're not a huge presence on social media because I Googled you, and first of all, a lot of stuff came about your father, who's a very interesting guy. I know a huge influence on you,
Absolutely.
but not so much on you for being the anchor that I consider to be the dean of television anchors at this moment, and for quite some time now. You are not all that active on social media.
I want to be.
I don't blame you.
Amen, brother. Me either.
Because you'll get in trouble, right?
I want to live life. I don't want to live online.
But wait a minute.
I put some things on there, but I don't want to spend my day doing that.
That's all your day is, Huel.
Not
it's
no,
television.
And that is part of the problem. Look, 4 years ago, we got a memo. Stop spending time on Facebook and Twitter. You don't have time to do that. You need to. 2 years later, we want you to spend as much time on Twitter and Facebook as you can.
Tell me why. Tell me why that is.
Do.
But tell me why. How does the media profit being on Facebook? How do you monetize, mentally jerking off?
Well,
I don't get it.
This is a huge problem for all of media because Facebook, Google, Twitter have sadly sucked the eyeballs and the attention of our public. That's why newspapers are in that slow death spiral. They're gone because of the goddamn internet.
Amen.
Yes, it's so convenient. It's wonderful, but it is killing the media. It's killing local news.
Let's do this, though.
Killing.
Hold on. This is me and you.
Okay.
When newspapers die, then TV dies, because without newspapers, TV doesn't know what to do. Let's face it.
We were ripping off the newspapers for decades.
No
Correct.
question about it.
No
but
question.
Still,
So respect to
but
the ink-stained
still,
wretches.
TV
Amen.
is not going to die the same way that newspapers did. No.
What do you mean?
And that is because of the visual content we provide.
It's on a
Because
screen.
we are originators of visual content. And what do my children like to do?
Wait, you call that content?
They want to look at YouTube, and they don't care.
YouTube's
either.
funny.
Some of it is, but some of it is not.
Yeah,
The
but
point
local
is-
news is not entertaining or visually interesting.
Well,
Most
not to them.
times.
I agree. Not to them.
You do
It is
agree,
not.
though.
Well,
wait. You
But
agree
it-
with that, though? It could be
It's
better.
not. It's not. It could be better. But let me tell you this: it's also a matter of timing. Dad, I don't have to watch you at 5, 6, 10, or 11 because I can get the news I need right now on my phone or my iPad. I don't have to tune in. I can just. That is why sports, though, has become
Right.
a phenomenal vehicle because
driver.
it is live, in most cases, live drama on court, on the field, on the diamond as it happens.
You know what?
And television is only one of the places they can get it.
Pull
Yes,
that thing
but-
up, Bob, that
but-
you were telling me before the show, right? About the little research, not the little the research that you did, the Googling that you did. But Huel, it is interesting that Fox that owns the stations it particularly owns, everybody that got stock, they're called the owned and operated stations, that in almost every one of those, there's a NFL market. So
that's brilliant. That's exactly.
Well, that's why Fox got out of Boston and went to San Francisco.
Because
Boston is an AFC team, Fox has the NFC.
Fox has the NFC. So Fox wants to get back into St. Louis, where you're from,
Right.
and they want to get into Seattle.
Although only, assuming St. Louis doesn't lose the team.
St. Louis?
right.
But that's news. Really?
Oh, yeah.
The Seahawks are on the block?
Oh, my. Let me tell you, everything is for sale. Everything is for sale.
Sure.
I'm not for sale.
Especially in Middle America.
That's
If
not true.
There is oh, God, yes.
You
If
mean
there's
media?
some
You
way-
mean media stuff, not the people.
I'm saying baseball teams, football teams, soccer teams, anything that can draw a crowd. If it's in Mid-America, small or market Mid-America, you can. And if you can get it to a bigger market, West Coast, East Coast, there will be money on the table.
And that's been true for years and
Thank
decades.
you.
Because, I mean,
Thank you.
the Cleveland Browns, there's no stronger football city, and they were sold to Baltimore. Just
And
gone.
understand, look at the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
They were
but,
the St. Louis Cardinals.
but why? So let's get to the point of
And they
why
left
is
about
that
the
why is
money.
it- No, not the money.
They left for the money.
They left for the population. The more population, the more money.
Which means money.
Right.
Right.
Which
Which
go
means money.
now going back
It's
to
money,
to
money, money,
go-
money, money.
money,
Don't
money,
forget
money,
that.
money.
Thank you.
money.
And we are all cogs in the wheel, all of us. Even rich people like Drew Lane, we're all cogs in
What?
the wheel.
You're right about that. But at least I'm running my own wheel now.
All in all, we're just another brick in the wall.
You
Huel,
know,
name.
Drew is a millionaire,
What?
but
He's
he
a
works
very
for
millionaire. Okay, wait, Huel. Let me try something here.
Wait, if Huel was here,
Wait,
he
I want
wouldn't
to
be
try
saying that.
Huel's Southern Black
Hey,
roots.
I'm a millionaire too. That's okay.
Yes, that's you guys earned it well. No, let's get something straight about wealth. We all want to be wealthy,
Yes.
but I love it when people get it the right way. It's those that
absolutely.
don't that we're angry at. Let me go back here. Huel, you're a black man from the South.
Yes.
Name that artist. Ready? All in all, he's just another brick in the wall.
You?
Bob?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, we know that, but some guy was singing it didn't sound good.
He was more like a Purple Floyd.
Yeah, I was like, who is this guy? You know.
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. You know, I was in Berlin and I saw that show when the wall came
You saw
down.
Pink Floyd in Berlin?
Roger Waters.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
I
very
don't
good.
remember it
Even better.
Why not?
because I was partying my balls off that the world was free. You know what? It was moments like that where I wanted to get into journalism. That I went around the world by myself and I thought I had things to say. You know?
You do. And let me tell you again what I told you in private. You are one of the best writers in the country. There is no one else with your voice, your unique talent. You tell a story like no one I've ever seen or heard. And that's why I love your books, I love your articles, and why I miss you so much on our air. No question about
You
it.
making me an offer?
Look, if I could, I would. You know,
Make me an offer.
In a minute.
I'll call you after the
In a
show.
minute.
Hey, we still have no BS news here. Come on.
This is a good Huel, this is a pretty big show.
This
by
is
the way.
happening.
This show is it, Drew?
40,000 downloads is a lot for a pod. It's a huge audience for a podcast. It's
More than
in the
that.
1%, the half of 1% at least.
Fantastic.
I wish I made money like it was.
I was going to say, finally we made it into the 1%.
I'm a 1%er, Huel. Let me go back. Okay, forget your time in St. Louis. What a dump. What a dump, as Betty Davis said. You got here December 1st, 1989. By my reckoning,
The same guy that brought me to St. Louis, by the way, brought me to Detroit.
you
He
were
became
here for the
vice
last month of the Coleman Young administration.
Yes.
Oh, I got that. How about that, Drew?
Hey, that's pretty good.
So let's get topical, brother. You were here for the last month of Coleman Young, okay? And now we're in present day Detroit.
who wonderfully called me a motherfucker the first week I was here. I think
Fucking great.
Coleman Young did?
Oh, tell the story.
Really?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, motherfucker, welcome to Detroit.
Did he say that?
One of these media scrums, and new reporter asked me the question. He says, "Who the fuck are you?"
What'd you say?
It was great.
What'd you say?
Huh? I said, I'm Huel Perkins. I'm the new anchor, the new noon anchor on Channel 2. We weren't Fox 2, on Channel 2. Said, all right, motherfucker. Welcome to Detroit.
Did you feel welcomed?
He smiled. It was hilarious.
You know what's great, Huel, is I like how things have progressed because the media now does, and Fox 2, I always loved it, and Dana Hahn, when she was the news director there, I mean, I love the news directors there now, but they would allow us, back in the day, that wasn't making air, right?
Right.
Today, you're putting that on, you're going to bleep motherfucker,
Yes.
but you're
But
putting
that
it
makes it
on.
on.
Yes.
And
exactly.
just the fiber, like just the context in which we live. That's, you kind of live for that. That's actually what you remember from 1989, is it not?
Absolutely.
So now,
Absolutely.
going 30 years to the present, let me go like this. As first reported here on No Bullshit News Hour, the federal agents are in Eric Sabri, the county treasurer's ass.
Mm-hmm.
The UAW is up on the block, corruption, selling out the rank and file. The Detroit police, the towing, the feds are up in that. The mayor, the land bank, the city council, Macomb, Taylor, even
Mayor
Quicken
Taylor.
Loan, even Quicken Loan's fraud trial, federal fraud trial, starts in August. So let me ask you, in this scope of your life, your news life, are things more active, more corrupt? Put this in context. Is Detroit back? You lived through Kwame, all of this. Tell me where we're living now as to when you came here in 89.
I think it's a simple choice between people, public servants, who choose to do the right thing the right way, and those who don't. And what it is another chapter in the same story, the same saga. I think that many of our so-called public servants believe they're better at it than their predecessors, but they're not. And ultimately, I don't think that every crime is uncovered. There are some things that people do get away with and that we'll never hear about. But there are other things that happen. There are Pandora's boxes that are opened that reveal all kinds of things about all kinds of people. Now, you know that the audio tapes made of Gaspar Fiore led to several convictions in Macomb County, and apparently those same recordings allowed the feds to open an investigation of the mayor of Taylor because of what they heard them say about what was going on there. So the truth, I shouldn't say the truth, but as I see it, no, I don't think it's worse. I think that it's just the same pattern.
Shit.
But have you ever heard the song "Every Generation Throws a Hero Up the Pop Chart"? Every generation throws another thief in prison. Doing the same stuff that was done before.
Is Detroit back?
And look, and we've also talked about this, Charlie, the corruption that just infested Detroit back in the 40s and 50s, the 30s, the 20s. There were sheriff's deputies and sheriffs going to prison for corruption back then.
You know something, Huel? Antoine
monsters.
Cadillac, who founded Detroit in 1701, right, was charged with selling liquor to the natives. Contraband. He's a dope dealer. He beat the rap. They hauled him back to Montreal. He beat the rap. He came back, and he was charged with abuse of power in like 1708. Okay?
See?
Then they make him the governor of Louisiana. So these fuckers keep screwing us and then climb higher and higher.
They fall upward.
Well, he did, but not all of them do. Kwame is in prison and will be for decades. Paul Manafort is going to prison for a while. There are a lot
Unless
of
he
people
gets
who
pardoned.
Know. Well, that's another thing. That pardon, I believe, will come minutes after the 2020 election.
What's your
Because
source
right
on
now,
that,
if the
Huel?
election were held today, Donald Trump would win again.
What's your source on that, Huel?
Huh?
What's your source on that?
Oh,
Do you
I'm
think?
saying that-
Do you
I'm
think
saying
Trump
that's
will
my
win
opinion.
because America's racist, or because the Democrats don't have a clue as to who they are?
Both.
So you really buy into that race deal, that the majority of Americans, which are white, are racist in their heart?
No, I do not think the majority. No, I'm not saying the majority. No. I am saying that there's a contingent that responds to the dog whistle. There is also a contingent.
Here, boy.
That,
I was just throwing in
all you got
effects.
to say is, there's no problem with white supremacy. I don't see any problem. So the shooter in New Zealand mentioned me in his manifesto. I didn't pull the trigger. Not my problem. I do believe what Canada Gillum says. Not that I think
that's who you're
Trump
voting
is racist. Not that I think Trump is racist, but even the racists think he's racist, which is why you find the Klan voting for Trump, which is why you find neo-Nazis voting for Trump. I'm not saying that most of the Trump supporters are racist. Not saying that at all. But I am saying that a significant number of Trump supporters are indeed racist. But they're also good people who are Trump supporters.
Well, you sound like Trump after Charlottesville. What are you
People on both
talking
sides.
about?
No, I didn't say they're good people on both sides. That's not what I'm saying.
See, Huel,
I am saying I got relatives who work for Trump. So
I got to go like this, Huel. We can explore it. I wish we could do this for hours in a space bubble. But you know where we live. Detroit is up south. We got lots of racial issues. It's hard to get rid of.
You are a hell of a lot better than where I came from, brother.
Well,
you have no idea. Oh no!
Tell me the story about you having to sit in the closet.
This is heaven.
Tell me about sitting in the closet of the dentist during Jim Crow when you were a boy. Tell me that story.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Tell that story.
Well, first of all, growing up in Baton Rouge, I was born in 1954, and yes,
that's the water cannon era, right?
Versus the Board of Education, but frankly, that had no impact on my daily life for more than a decade. There were still whites-only signs all over the city of Baton Rouge, and I led a very upper-middle-class life. I had wonderful parents who tried to protect me from all of this. We lived in an enclave, a black enclave of middle-class families, but we were still forbidden to do certain everyday things. I could only go to a movie theater on weekends, and even then I had to sit in the balcony, even though I had to pay the same price. I couldn't go to a department store and try on clothes. I had to buy them first, and then they would alter them away from the eyes of the white patient. I had to wait in a goddamn closet to see a dentist. Because, look, you should be grateful that I'm seeing black patients, all right? But he didn't want his white patients to see the black patients he was treating.
So he told you to go stand in the closet?
Sit in the closet.
A boy.
Oh, my God.
A young boy.
Absolute.
See, so Huel, this is important. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, for anybody to complain about Detroit, please. Yeah, you had some problems. Yeah, but that was nothing.
Well, see, my point is, Huel, we still have problems, and you have to present. And you're beyond image to me because it's really you. How difficult is it to be black and appeal to whites and to blacks of all?
Charlie, I don't even think about it. You know what?
Did you ever?
I am who I am, period. I am who I am. I get flack from Let It Rip every time I do it, especially Trump supporters. How dare you insult the president? How dare you? I don't care. This is who I am. And if you don't like it, fine. Turn the channel. That's fine, too. But you know what? apparently enough of the people in this region are still watching. That's why I'm still here.
You're number one, baby.
No, I'm not number. Well, yeah, I am.
Yeah. So
Wear it.
Well,
Anyway,
Huel-
I want to just say something about Let It Rip. Huel, I love it when everyone talks at once. I don't know why. It just is so amusing to me, and I know it's just a horror show for you as the host, but for some reason...
No, wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait.
We're talking.
That's bullshit.
But you know, that happens occasionally. It does not happen every night.
But
You
that's
ever
what
let-
made
no,
me, when
no.
I
You know?
moved here, it intoxicated me. Because I got here in 2008, and I'm like, what the fuck is this show? This is great. This is, because it's called Let It
You
Rip.
know what? Let me tell you how I discovered Charlie. And
He did,
Charlie had
too. I'll give you that credit.
Yes, I did. Charlie had a wonderful little show that he did at the Coney Island. And he had some of the same people on that I did, but Charlie had them playing songs, writing music, singing, joking, laughing. I thought it was great, wonderful. And I said, you know, we got to get this guy. And I invited him on the show a few times. And I also put before Dana what you were doing, both in the paper, but also visually. I said, this guy is just incredible, you know. Let's give him a shot. And she did.
She did, but the original deal was we can't pay you.
I didn't know that.
Remember that?
Well, I think...
I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that.
No, you called me, bro. You go like, hey, great, we can do it. Little problem.
Well,
Can't pay.
that was just to appear on Let It Rip. No. But once you did Let It Rip, trust me, that snowballed into a position. Yes, it did.
Well, the first time you were on Fox 2, Charlie, was when Sam Riddle, they confiscated the gun. He had the thing. That was the first time I met you.
That's when I met you.
Yeah.
And when Huel first called me was when I was filming Sam Riddle in the shower at the YMCA. Asking if he's afraid of prison.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Great
thought it was
shit.
fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. But you know what? When I think back over the years, those moments made Let It Rip, you know.
Well, I got to be honest
Sam
with you.
Riddle would come on our show on Let It Rip.
That's what I mean.
And challenge the FBI. Say, you know.
Fuck the FBI. That's what
if
he
you
said.
got something on me, indict me. And they did.
And they did, yeah. And how about some prison time?
Let me interrupt here real quick, Sam. Huel. the vodka got to me.
Yeah, we're drinking your drinks, Huel.
That thing that I did at the Coney Island was called Hold the Onions. And it was completely, I got to say, I'm going to admit it now, I completely ripped you off. I was so enamored with Let It Rip that I'm like, we can do that at the newspaper. And why let TV rip us off all the time? Why don't we rip them off? Now, having said that, one of our dear friends and dear sponsors, so you're going to be in on this, I have a sandwich here for you. At the American Coney Island, in which I am a handyman, and I'm working on the coolers right now. The cleanest.
I love her. I love Grace Carroll.
She's right here in studio. She brought.
Oh, really, Grace? I love you. I'll give you a hug.
Go ahead there, Grace.
Huel, how are you? Hugs.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Oh, I can't wait. Now, see, I'm getting hungry now.
See, wish you were here. We miss you. Thank you.
Hey, Drew, pass those around. So what we have,
I'm so
Huel,
glad you're there.
we could, look, AmericanConeyIsland.com, blah, blah, blah. If you're a listener, you know. Go on down there. It's clean.
Love it.
Okay,
love it,
what
love
they
it.
have now for Lent, you're Catholic, right, Huel?
Nope.
Not?
My
You're
wife
from
is.
Louisiana, you're not Catholic.
I'm Baptist.
I'm Catholic.
But
My
I
people
don't go
from
to church,
Louisiana,
anyway,
too.
That's another thing.
Okay, so what I'm
my
looking
wife
at
is Catholic
here-
and so are my kids. Yeah.
I'm looking at it here. Is the Friday Lenten fish burger. It's got fresh tomato, lettuce, cheese, a wedge of lemon, tartar sauce, and the fish, as misreported a couple weeks ago, is not Atlantic cod, because that's garbage to me. It's Pacific cod, which is a sable fish. Now remember, I worked in the canneries in Alaska. So a sable fish is not really a cod, but it's a delicacy. All the Japanese foremen would take them back to their bunkhouses. It's very, see, hear my voice? It's very, what do you think, Drew?
Really good.
Yeah, the fish is very, it's got nice oil. It's very flaky. I'm going to
And
take
it's
a bite.
Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Oh, dude, it's $6.
But- but I want a chili dog. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm
You
just
know,
gonna eat
I'm just
this.
saying. But it sounds great, but I like the chili dog. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Delicious, but not as delicious as a chili dog and fries.
You know that chili recipe is 100 years old?
I didn't know that.
It is. They have their own factory that makes their own chili. It's the only one I know of. Yeah, of all the Conies around.
That's why it's so good.
Exactly. And the city is now posting the health inspection reports. American Coney Island, dynamite. I'm not going to talk about the competitor next door. You can compare them yourself. But to me, when I'm taking my people somewhere, like Anthony Bourdain, my friend who's gone on,
Yeah.
pay attention. Pay attention to the shit that you can see, because you have no idea what you cannot see. So, anyway, getting back
Very
to that. Why do people hate us, the mainstream media?
Because we live in silos of belief and opinion. And I can tell you now that an evil genius by the name of Roger Ailes is chiefly to blame for that.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you what I mean.
Okay. What a goddamn
Back
good
when he
interview
was
you were.
working in the Nixon White House, low-level PR guy.
With Roger Stone.
Yes. He came across something in
I hate to
the
interrupt
poll.
you. I hate bookmark what you're going to say here. Drew just finished the whole fucking thing.
I did. I inhaled it.
Was it
was
good?
really- it was great.
It was
It's delicious.
How was it?
It was
How
really
was it?
good. It was
Thanks,
great.
Grace.
And they've been sitting around for an hour. They are fucking good. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. Look. And I got to go, by the way, pretty soon. Anyway, Roger Ailes looked at the polls and saw a significant number of people who felt that they were not getting the whole truth about anything they saw or read. And he correctly deduced that this was the segment of the American public that did not want to watch Walter Cronkite or Huntley and Brinkley or any of those guys. They wanted news that conformed to and confirmed what they already believed. And Roger Ailes says, well, I'll give it to him.
You mean pandered?
No, I'm not pandering. He's not
I'm glad you said that.
pandering.
He didn't
is-
pander, but they kept him in the bubble.
He's keeping them in the bubble. He's confirming what they believe by giving them facts colored by opinion. And thus, Fox News was born.
Well, if I might, look, the media is warped. They do come from a particular place. And,
But, Charlie, everybody does.
well, okay,
Objectivity is let me
but
just-
people recognize that.
objectivity is a goal. But,
It's a
and we
lie.
all try to reach that goal, but we can't help but bring our own life experiences.
That's what you
to
do.
What we report.
That's
part of it.
So just admit it.
Part of you is in everything you report.
I
That's
think
what makes-
people are mad at the media because they realize the media has no idea who they are, how they live, that it's not a right or left thing, it's a top to bottom thing. That's what it is. You've missed what's fucking happened to us, and you're irrelevant to me. So pandering works, but I find Bob and I were talking about guns last week. People, obviously, you'll let it rip. We get it too. They think we're way off the mark, but they still respect us because we're gun owners. We're from them. We're trying to be someplace that's common, not elite. I think that's a problem.
Yeah, you're using the catchword that the Republicans have said will win the election.
Okay, but guess why the Democrats are going to lose it? Because they don't even understand who they are. You got the socialists, the chicken, and the...
You're right. They are searching for their identity.
So I'm for the fucking people, and I don't live in the ghetto. I don't live in a trailer, but I'm from the people. I care about people. I don't mind to put myself out there, and ultimately they'll accept my foibles because
You tell the truth.
Well, I don't tell the truth, like Huel's saying. That it's
But when
it's
you tell the truth as you see it,
Right.
That's okay.
but at least give it an honest, brave effort.
Yes,
Right on.
absolutely.
Let me ask you one thing. I know you got to go, Huel, because you're doing this fantastic Aretha Franklin thing, and then Drew's got something for you. Joe, the intern, our 58-year-old intern, could you give him an internship? Can you give him something? He's pretty good. Could you let him tail you around for a day to do a story?
Sure,
Something.
But we're not going to pay him, but yeah.
No, we're not going to pay him either, bro. Way to go, Mr. fucking $10,000 check. This guy, he needs new glasses.
He's consistent. Policy hasn't changed.
Okay, tell him to come by. You get no money, but yeah.
He can you hook him up over there? Because I believe guys like Joe, 58, you know.
It's a little late for an internship. But
Well, no,
he's done well.
Joe's cool with it, but I believe Joe's one of the hardest hitting interviewers in town.
He's got instinct.
There's something there, Huel. And
What's Joe's last name? Joe what?
Joe
DeMarco.
DeMarco.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, give him my number, and we'll see. He can come by. Sure.
Okay, he can come by. Drew, you got the last word with Huel Perkins.
Well, I wanted to ask Huel about just the internet and the way, for example, the Covington story came about with this sort of edited video, which was
I hope you watched our Let It Rip, because I was one of the few people who said these young kids are not to blame.
Huel, I
That's what
did.
we said.
I did. I watched a lot of television, and I was stunned.
I said that these kids are not to blame.
We watched, as the
Kids.
story came out, the hour and 20-minute video was online, and we watched it down here before we went on, and we were stunned at what we were watching on television. And
Down here in the lower level.
yes,
Hey, Karen. I hope
Props,
you're feeling
Karen.
better, girl.
Props, Karen.
and seeing a 16-year-old who, I mean, this vitriol was incredible, and his face was on everything, which, it just, because I came up around the same time you did, and I was interested in journalism, took journalism classes and studied communications. It just went against everything, and I realized times change. I don't want to sound like an old man, but it just blew my mind that could happen, and that these platforms, too, that the way they just publish.
Power of the internet, exactly. And that's why I try to be very careful. I don't.
You mean you avoid it?
Well, no, I'll sit through it sometimes, but I try never to repost or to retweet anything that I can't confirm through second or third source, because I know how people online will take a given situation or event and use it to promote their own opinion. And so we took our time, and we did just as you guys did. We looked at the whole situation. We looked at what happened before, what happened during, and what happened after. And we came to the conclusion on Let It Rip that no, these kids are innocent and should not have been treated that way, and said that on Let It Rip that night.
Is it strange to you, Huel, that once people did see the video, and I remember NBC and some other people said, it seems there's more to the story, as opposed to, oh, we really screwed this up. There's more to the story, and it sort of took that turn.
It depends on what they did first, you see.
Well,
in my case, that wasn't the first part of our story.
yeah, I'm not talking about you, Huel. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Yeah.
Yes, you
I know
are.
what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying.
Don't
that
back off
NBC
the tip here.
Those outlets have to do it if that's
I hate
the
a
first
pussy.
thing they say. You see, so be careful about what you say.
Well, there were CNN in particular, because I saw the CNN coverage. They got it absolutely dead wrong. And then
No question.
my question is, when the story
They thought
turned,
they had it right. They thought they had it right.
Oh, they thought they did,
Well,
but they didn't do their homework.
They didn't do the work.
No, they didn't do the work.
diligence, yeah.
The work.
But when we found out that it was the Hebrew nationalists, who were, I mean, the vitriol there, that was blatant.
That was horrible.
We didn't see them
Exactly.
interviewed on TV. We didn't see them doxxed. We didn't see. So what happened?
I called them because they're smart enough not to do an interview. Just out there fucking shit up, because that's the American street.
And that's why we ran that on Let It Rip. We ran their vitriol on Let It Rip so people could see what triggered this whole thing.
Okay, that's
We I mean, so people could understand the genesis of this so-called confrontation, which really wasn't a confrontation. This
I was actually, as I said before, I was proud of the young man. You
Yes.
know what I mean? He stood his ground. He wasn't belligerent, and
No,
they laid into him.
But wasn't it scary to see so much of the nation turn on a 16-year-old kid based on what was called a smirk, and his face was everywhere. The fact that he was a minor didn't. I mean, we're not turning back, are we? I mean, that's just the way it's going to be, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, we're getting off.
Isn't it?
Yeah. We're getting off this. I got to tell you something, Huel, before you go. Okay, I always looked at journalism as my art. I always tried to do extra. The visually or with the sentiment or the words. You know what I found out 2 nights ago? There's a whole new literary movement started out of Spain. It's called the Nucilla, the Nucilla movement, right? It's basically a 21st century postmodern new wave deconstruction of literature. So it starts out with this guy named, I believe his name's Mayo. His trilogy just got translated into English. So it's a big deal right now. Turns out back in 2004, he was in Thailand. He got in a motorcycle wreck, broke his hip. He's high on pills. He's laying in a hotel bed. He looks at a sugar package, sees a verse of poetry. He hears some Spanish punk rock, and he reads an article in the New York Times about the loneliest highway in America. Okay? 2 whorehouses on either end of a 250-mile stretch, and a tree of shoes and a hitchhiker, etc. It turns out, Huel,
that's yours.
That was mine.
I know it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I see. So the things that we do can have reverberations across the planet. And I'm so pleased.
For years.
I'm so pleased. I'm flabbergasted. And I'm happy. And I feel the work I did lives.
You're a national treasure. You don't know it, but you are.
Thank you.
You are.
What's your legacy?
Getting rich.
Well, what will you be remembered for?
Objectivity, fairness, curiosity, and a big heart.
No, I think you underestimate yourself. You underestimate yourself.
I want to wake up in the morning and you are there. Your game is way on, baby. Can I just come and lay down in your room until you get back? As you can see, I can't let it go.
Kwame.
Where did you learn to do that?
It was just one of those little moments when you just made me fall some more.
That was that was immediate. That was when we got the text of the conversation between Kwame and Christine, and we went with it. Monica was there.
Did you read it live, or were you in the booth recording it?
Oh, we were in the booth recording, but we only had roughly an hour.
God, you were good.
We had roughly an hour, but it was so easy. That was so easy. Hell yeah! But anyway, that was so easy. But
I've been dreaming all day about having you all to myself.
I want to tell you, Detroit.
Christine and I still talk, by the way.
Have you listened to the Detroit?
She's done a good job of trying to get her life back.
Have you listened to Crime Town, the podcast about Detroit?
No.
You're going to be my guest.
Fantastic. You should.
Dude, I'm going to get it to you. It's a podcast on Spotify called Crime Town. They did Detroit, 1967. They got Kwame in the can. They talked to him multiple times every month.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the big post party is going to be next Friday, which is my birthday. And I'd like you to be my guest. And the Mongols will be there, and it'll be live. So if you can take next Friday off, please be my guest.
I can't. I'm going to be down in Louisiana checking on my 92-year-old mom. But I appreciate the invitation.
That's why we love you. All right, brother. Well, we're going to let you go. I know you got to get back to work. I love you. Let's get lunch.
Too,
let's talk about that big contract you're going to offer me.
I'm working on the money right now.
My man.
All right, guys. Love you.
Love you, Huel.
You too, Huel.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Huel.
Thanks, here, Bob.
All right.
We got Joe. We got Joe on the line? Not yet. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. Want to just play it? So we sent, Joe DeMarco's into the mainstream media, alternative media thing. Joe wanted to do Joe. So this is Joe.
No chicken suit?
No chicken suit. No assignment. Give us one. Right? We got to
Wait, he's on his own?
He's on his own.
Oh, my God.
I haven't heard it.
Turned him loose?
Okay, I heard a little of it. Okay, I heard a little of it.
Is he going to introduce it? Does he know to do those things? To explain to us what he's doing?
Here's a good one. So Bob's going to get him. So
okay.
First we got to get Bob trained.
Right.
But this is I really do believe that Joe is ready for prime time. Well, not quite ready for prime time.
I don't feel you gave Huel a full accounting of what he would have with Joe.
Well, Huel's obviously not a podcast listener.
I feel like you were marketing Joe to Huel.
Well,
possibly unfairly.
Of course I'm marketing Joe because we're not getting paid kabillions here. I mean, Yaldo's a good dude, and thank you, doctor, but,
I just think you might need a little bit of a makeover before.
We need to get Joe glasses. You seen those grimy fucking...
Yeah, I know.
Seen those things?
Isn't there some spray and some...
And they don't even work. I mean, you could tell his prescription's
just
bad.
clean them up, maybe?
Dude, I got him underpants in hot water. What else am I fucking supposed to do?
You got him a sports coat.
And that's
somebody did.
That's a guy from California who keeps texting me and busting my ass. Joe, you there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Wake up. First of all, wake up. You
I'm
there?
at work, man.
I know,
can't be too
man, but
long,
that's
man.
not an excuse. We're live.
Hello.
On tape. Set up the bit here, Joe.
Okay, so last week we were talking about
Joe, get to the point.
Media.
Get to the point.
You got mad at me because I agreed with Bannon, who said that mainstream media tends to be the opposition party. And you didn't like that because you wanted to be considered part of the mainstream media. So I went out and I talked to a bunch of people and I asked them, can they trust the mainstream media?
Okay,
And
that's
you think
good. That's
Charlie
it. That's
is part of the mainstream
it.
media?
And cut.
Huh?
And cut. See, it's concision is your friend. Concision means being concise. Okay, let's play it. Now this is all you, Joe. This is your idea, your sound. Let's roll it.
One thing that leads people to not trust the mainstream media, a video that was published on Deadspin on March 31st of 2018, it shows dozens of news anchors at local affiliate stations owned by the conservative Sinclair Broadcast
called the
Group
stand-up.
reciting word for word the exact same message on fake news.
Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our
greatest
responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media. Exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Who is the mainstream media?
Illuminatis.
Illuminati is
I believe that.
Do you think they're trustworthy?
These Illuminatis?
In some cases, yeah. Some cases, not.
And who do you trust for news if you can't trust the mainstream media?
I trust Fox 2 News.
Oh.
Huel Perkins and Monica Gale.
Huel Perkins, yeah.
You remember a guy named Charlie LeDuff that used to work there?
I guess I do. I used to love that guy. That guy, I used to love his story. 'Cause
I'm still
he got
here.
down to the nitty-gritty.
I'm right here.
When people messed up.
There's a guy waiting on the bus stop. He clearly has an alternative
bus
point of
stop,
view
Joe's
from
in the
rest of
city.
us that are driving around in cars. What do you think of when I mention mainstream news?
Trash.
Trash?
Garbage.
Okay, so the next question you probably already answered is, do you trust the mainstream news media for your news information?
I don't trust no media.
You don't trust any media. So do you like look to some kind of alternative media for information?
I mean, Google it yourself. See what's going on.
Google it.
Right?
The government's not going to tell you.
You'll get the answers there.
Okay, last
Google
question.
it. You'll get
you remember Charlie LeDuff from Channel 2?
Yeah.
Do you think he's a part of MSM, or is he a trustworthy news alternative now that he's doing
Is
his
that
weekly
code word?
podcast, the No BS News Hour?
MSN.
MSN.
This is trustworthy.
What do you think about alternative news media sources? Stuff that you see online.
I don't trust anything online.
It's just, just a bunch of crap. This week we're asking people what they think of mainstream media. If I ask you who mainstream media is, who do you think of?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if we talk about CBS,
Steve.
NBC, ABC,
Oh, right,
Fox,
right, right.
ABC,
Okay,
CNN.
right, yeah.
Now, can you trust them?
Nah, I can't say for sure.
No? Okay, so where do you get your alternative, or do you go to alternative sites, or where do you get your information, news and information?
Basically, just listening, basically.
To other people?
Yes.
So,
Because a lot of time I don't even watch the news.
What about reading the news?
I don't think any of that's going on.
Joe, what did we learn here?
In modern,
What?
Charlie, you like to read.
Yeah, I like to read, Joe. I like to write. Yeah.
If you notice, most of the people did not trust mainstream media.
Okay, that's
and a
what
lot
that,
of them
that is what I know.
considered you to be an alternative.
Well,
a trustworthy alternative.
First of all,
not-
Joe, here's the thing that I'm noticing. So, nice sound quality's better. You press record, so we are rolling. You are light years above what you were in September. I mean, so kudos.
The editing was good.
That was Bob Schettelbauer who edited that.
Congrats, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cut out a lot of the important stuff. On
Yeah, you
points
say
of-
that every week. You know what he didn't cut out, Joe? You know what he did not cut out? The question that you never asked about why don't you trust mainstream media? Why? So you got a pen on you?
A lot of people said why they did.
No, they
said
didn't.
because
You didn't include
they
that
said
in
it's
the
all
files.
BS.
Well, you didn't
Some
include that. What you?
said
Ho.
media is bullshit.
Yeah, but why?
All of-
Why? See, look, write this down or remember it. Ready? Here we go. Who, what, where, when,
why?
The 5 W's.
You
Why?
cut why out. People said why.
They did not
said
say
because
why.
it's bullshit.
Well, if they did say
They
why,
said
you
because
didn't
people
include it
say
in the
what they-
files.
I could accept this if you were paying tuition. But you're not.
Can I be devil's advocate and ask Joe, what did Bob cut out that you feel changed the course of the piece?
And the tenor.
People saying, more people saying that they considered him to be alternative and not MSN, although they trust him. Most people they see him as an alternative.
That's fine.
I wasn't going to give Charlie a blowjob.
I don't mind a blowjob.
No, a blowjob is good.
Every man needs one now
Why
and
they
then.
don't trust mainstream media. And the reason why is because man, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so the reason why
you're busy
is
making
because
shit
it's
up.
BS.
You never asked it.
I feel like the thing that you say Bob did not include was I sensed that in what I heard that Charlie
throwing Bob
was
under
considered
the bus.
a good source.
Yeah.
It seemed like a cheap shot at the editor who probably
Why
spent
don't
a
they
lot of
like
time on that.
mainstream media? Yes. Why don't they like mainstream media?
Well, I was
Don't blame-
drinking, so
Hey,
there's that.
Hey, the show's not paying that much.
They don't like mainstream media because they say that mainstream media is bullshit. And it's
That's
saying,
deep.
Some people said it was
Wait.
controlled by the
Hold on a
Illuminati.
second. Wait.
They
Let me
had a
write it
hidden
down.
Agenda.
Wait a minute.
wait,
You're
Joe.
going too fast.
Say that
Mainstream
again.
Media is bullshit.
For example,
Okay. Next one. Right. Go on.
they're saying the Illuminati controls the
Illuminati.
mainstream media. They're saying they have a hidden agenda
Hidden agenda.
here. And
What is that agenda? What is that agenda? Would they
I don't
say?
know, I didn't ask.
You didn't
But one
Right,
person did say-
right.
He did say that the news media has a hidden agenda.
What
I
is
wasn't
it?
going to delve too deeply into that agenda because they're going to talk over that rabbit hole.
Let me probe your beautiful mind, Joe. What is that hidden agenda?
What do I think?
Yeah, what you
It's,
think. You're on Let It Rip. Go ahead. And action.
You know, I probably shouldn't have an opinion at this
Well, you
point.
should have an opinion. You're on Let It Rip. Go ahead. And go ahead. What's the hidden
I
agenda?
don't know because I don't work there. I don't know what the hidden
Okay,
agenda would be.
in your life, your real life, what's the hidden agenda?
My hidden agenda?
Well, I know what yours
think
is.
The
news
media's
media
hidden agenda.
says? I don't know, man. I think the people.
That's my
I think the
point.
people-
That's
the
my
people
point.
With the money are able to tell them what to report and what not to report. For example, if you're exposing wrongdoing at XYZ company and XYZ company.
Don't call Channel
advertises
7 into this.
On your well, if the Widget
You showed up on their airwaves
advertises
as an
on your
expert
station,
witness.
and you
He invited them in. He invited them in.
It's right out there. Can I get you a Knish?
So
Yeah.
you do an investigative piece and show that the Widget company is ripping off their shareholders or whatever. All of a sudden, Widget company stops running their ads on your station, and you get fired.
Well, that's a business decision. I mean, what in the
Right,
story
so that's
itself?
why the mainstream media is business. It's all a business, and stories they cover or how they cover them are part of those
Joe,
business
Joe.
decisions.
Of course it's
Right?
business. That's why you're always asking me for a paycheck. When you're not even the chief intern, you're the chief deputy intern.
But did I hit the
Everybody's
nail
a
on the head?
capitalist when it comes to hunger.
Every story they cover, whether they cover the story or not, and how they cover it, is a decision, a business decision based on who is their advertisers at that point in time, or who's pulling their strings, who's the guy behind the curtain or whatever.
That's not true, Joe. That's not how it works.
Charlie, when
It's
you
kind
said,
of true. It's true sometimes.
Really, they look over the advertiser list and then they decide what to cover
Sometimes the
that day?
advertiser calls up and bitches, and your shit gets taken off the air.
Well, that happens.
Oh yeah.
Well, that does happen.
So
That's
Joe's
not the rule.
Joe's
That's
my
the
boy.
exception.
You know.
All right, I got to let you guys go. I got to get back to work.
Ooh,
man.
wait! I got a gift for you. Wait a minute. Ready? Joe.
What do you want? Right here. Okay. All right, I got to let you guys go.
Wait,
man.
I got something
Bye.
for you.
What?
Huel Perkins says he might have some work for you. That I'm to give you his number. How about that, bro?
That'll be awesome.
Are you pleased?
Excuse me?
Are you pleased?
Put you on Fox 2.
I'm excited. I'm
You
interested,
sellout
but I gotta get off the phone.
motherfucker! You mainstream sellout motherfucker! Fuck you!
All right, see you later, bye.
Okay.
Charlie, when you referred to him as having a beautiful mind, were you comparing him to John Nash, the genius portrayed by Russell Crowe in the movie The Beautiful Mind?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, for
Joe
sure.
sees
There's
things
plenty
that
of
aren't there,
similarities.
but they add up. All right, well, let's cut it short. We can go on forever. But, again, thanks, Huel. Thanks, Drew. Go to NoBullshitNewsHour.com. Download any app you want to be able to get podcasts.
And rate us.
Put LeDuff in there or whatever. No
Please
Bullshit
do.
News. Give us a rating. Thank you. We're part of the Red Shovel Studio Network. There's some other shit I'm supposed to tell you, but I don't really.
Like you on,
just
rate
don't-
you on iTunes?
I just don't like all that shit. I
Yeah,
mean,
rate him on iTunes.
I just think it should be okay. Yeah, just rate us.
You should.
You do you.
Thanks to all the sponsors. Thank you, the people. Remember, love each other. And I'm pleased that some man, a physicist in Spain, would write the postmodern novel. No, I'm not upset that he jacked my shit, because I don't think he did. He just made it something else.
You were his inspiration.
And the opening line of the story I wrote for the New York Times comes from my wife. So we all beget something, and we're begotten from something. And if you don't believe me, listen to this mashup here. This is Memphis Minnie and some obscure rock band that you may or may not have heard of. But, dig it. Art begets art. Live your life like art. See you next week.
If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. And the water gonna come and have no place to stay. Well, all last night I sat on the lever and moaned. Well, all last night I sat on the lever and moaned.
Turn it up.
Thinking about my baby and my happy home.
That's just how we roll.
I roll always. Take it, make it something new. I tried to credit the fucker. Did you just turn it down? Can you turn it up? It's Zeppelin, bro. Sing in that cigarette voice of yours, man. Do it. Are you gonna sing something?
It's the great Led Zeppelin.
I'm asking for a cheesy line. Sing the fucker. But now. Sing it. Stop turning red. Is that the J-Mo?
I'm embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. Come on, just sing it like you're in the shower. The problem is we don't know the words. You gonna try it, Drew?
Gonna break.
Yeah, me no lady, levee's gonna break.
When the levee breaks, there'll be no place to run.
Nice, Bob. Never be embarrassed. If you're in your truck right now, I want you to put your fucking hand out the window, pinky finger, forefinger, like the Red Shovel Studio logo.
Do you no good? Trying won't help you. Do you no good?
Sound pretty good, Bob.
Levee breaks, there'll be no place to run. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Huel's a cool fucking guy, man. Dick me.
He's grounded.
He's supposed to come in. I got this flavored vodka.
Oh, we took care of it.
I think we got Joe a job.
Amen.
Oh. Ha ha. Come on, Bob.
Oh.
Do you remember this from Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
I do.
He said he's taking her out on a date, and dude said,
"Play Zeppelin."
Side 3, physical graffiti.
And he was right.
So everybody's ripping on Greta Van Fleet, ripping off Led Zeppelin, who ripped off Memphis Minnie,
right?
Who ripped off Robert Johnson. Art is art is art.
And let's love our Frankenmuth guys.
You ever go to one of them chicken shops in Frankenmuth?
Oh, hell yeah.
They got a hypodermic receptacle, used hypodermic receptacle container above the sink, full of fucking needles.
People shooting up when they go to get chicken.
After they fill themselves with potatoes and chicken, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Remember, before you can love anybody, got to like yourself.
You gotta love yourself.
I don't know about that. That's hard.
Peace out, people.